Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your October 2024 reading. So, I had made your reading, and before putting it on YouTube, I thought it was downloaded. I deleted it. So, sorry, that's why it's a bit later than the others, but here we are. Before we start, of course, here, I want to thank you all for subscribing and because this is the YouTube thing for passing 100,000 subscribers. It is something I would have never guessed when I started this, and it is because of all of you, and I want to thank you. And in order to do that, I'm making a little contest where I'm giving away a reading or a tarot course, one or the other. The winner can choose between one of the other. So to participate, of course, you have to be subscribed. And I'm going to pick from the comments section. So you write down, contest, and what you pick, the reading or the tarot course. The tarot course is something where it's you get the link of about 17 videos, and you download a 235-page guidebook to go along with the videos. So on this, my beautiful Aquarius, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk about for the month of October. Here I have the Ace of Wands and the King of Pentacles that came on the side. I'm going to leave it on the side because that's when you can switch from one side to another. Upright, then it would be the Aquariuses around, amongst you guys that you started the month. There's this new passion, this new thing that is exciting. You're going to grab it, but you already possess that ease, that inner knowing on how to ground things, engage yourself into a process, finding the support that is needed, easy solutions, King of Pentacles. But if he's on the side for you, then this is not so obvious. You have that energy, that extra energy, but how are you going to ground it, that extra passion? How are you going to make it happen in the concrete? Then, this is kind of a challenge. Under that, I have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So this is like this new fire, the principle of trusting, because the Knight of Cups trusts that he can bring, here is what I love. If you can receive it, great. If you can't, too bad for you. But this is my vibration, my creativity, my insight. There it is. Okay, my love, there it is. He's not fearless of what he can bring forward. You see all these fishes on his robe. He knows it's filled with potential, with possibility. The wings on his helmet are straight. His mind is balanced, straight. No confusion here. He knows who he is and he's bringing it forward. He's not, is it going to be received? Is it going to be enough? Is there going to be a judgment, an expectation I will not meet, or whatever? He's not going there. So the fact that it's in reverse, that means that ease is maybe not quite there. Okay? And during the month, so you have this passion, you have this, can I make it happen? Can I really just bring it out there easily? Or believe that it can be brought to me also, because it's always a vice versa. It's always like, hey, new passion, are they going to really want me? And can I actually receive the gift of this cup? Okay. The second card, like during the month, I have an Ace of Pentacle on the Five of Pentacle. And under that, I have the Fool. So this is the thing that prevents you from, oh, there's a new passion. Of course, I've got what it takes to bring it forward. Of course, I am enough to receive it. So during the month, of course, I can jump in there and I won't be like crossing my fingers and hoping that I will not be rejected, abandoned, or discovered that I am not enough. 1 plus 5 is going to equal 6. And so it's what is coming this month for you, Aquarius, is the pentacle or that extra worth that's going to allow you to be in the Six of Pentacles, to be solid in your worth and in your capacity to have this world support you, to you yourself, engaging yourself, seeing your worth, allowing yourself to receive all of these things. Last card that I have is the Devil with the Five of Wands. So this is the conflicting energy, but maybe with that Ace, if you grab it, it's going to be 5 plus 1, like this. 5 plus 1. And a 5 plus 1 on the Wands, it's a 6 of Wands. And that's when, success. We don't have anything to prove to anybody anymore. We're coming back from whatever made these beliefs inside of us. It's all fine. The conflict has a chance to be resolved. Might look into Saturn a little bit, okay, because we do have the Devil. The Devil is Saturn in Capricorn. It has a upper side and a lower side. And the upper side, it's the beauty of Capricorn and the discipline and focus, integrity of Saturn. That kind of, yes, this is my ambition. I'm bringing it forward. This is what I love. I am enough for it, and I'm willing to focus and put 80 hours in it to ground it here. In the lower echelons of Saturn, it's more like, oh, what I experienced in this matrix, in this box, is the truth and the only truth. So if there was abandonment, it's my only truth. I'll be a slave of that abandonment and only believe what comes from it. So then it's something to surpass. It is something to let transform and die. So there's the opportunity for you to arrive at the end of the month with a positive Saturn. So, all right, let's clarify this for you. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Aquarius for the month of October 2024. All right. The Devil card is the first doorway to enlightenment, because if we do not know what is in our shadow, how we are restraining ourselves to the box, to the box, to the matrix, to the whatever you call it. But if we restrain ourselves to this and we forget that we are much more than that, then we become a prisoner of it. So the first door to enlightenment is to recognize that, and so therefore we can cross out of that limitation. That's why it's the first door. Because you cannot, move towards enlightenment without looking at the shadow, understanding the shadow, understanding the lack of light and its consequences and what it does. Okay. Let's look at the Ace of... somebody needed to hear that. Okay, Ace of Wands, King of Pentacle on the side, Spirit. Okay, so there's the lie, Knight of Swords in reverse, but by being able to move away from it, you're going to be able to actually cross that beautiful threshold where things will be received, positive, and so on. There's forgiveness to be happening for some of you around abandonment and things like that. Yeah. They want you to look at a different angle. Your old heartaches, maybe heartaches when you tried to bring your heart forward and it wasn't received, or you didn't receive it from people that just didn't know how or couldn't. Okay, but you drew conclusions that are embedded in your heart, and from that it made you close up, maybe be a bit too safe or in fear of being completely abandoned by the universe. The light, the fire, the opportunity is right there, Sun. They just want you to look at this from a different angle. This is 12th house, Pisces, Neptune. So is Saturn in Pisces right now, retrograding, whatever this is coming up for you? Because anyway, Saturn's going into your sign. So use that time to go and pinpoint what are the imprinted shadow beliefs that I have that are actually hindering me. Now it's the time to release them, sacrifice them in the 12th house. Because you don't want to bring that back in the next cycle. Ooh, okay. We're continuing with this. And they're saying, here is the 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. Is it for this? Let's just look at it, and I'm going to pull for the 5 of Pentacle anyway. But see, 555. And these are shadows we have a hard time understanding. 5 of Swords, this is Venus in Aquarius. And so when Venus, that wants to bring abundance, love, and all of that, arrives in an Aquarius that did not release his 3 swords. See, he's still holding them. The masculine aspect, the rational aspect, is going to kind of find arguments to cut ourselves down. No, Venus doesn't exist. It wasn't there in 1983, that time where that happened or whatever. Now, it's time to stop unconsciously juggling and release these things. I don't want to be right anymore. I don't want to have all these conflicts within me when it comes to just maybe following my ambition, what I want to bring forward. Let's look at the 5 of Pentacle here. Or, okay, Ace of Pentacle. Let's look at the Ace of Pentacle. Because that's going to make you not trust in the universe. If it did that to me once, how can I trust it? But the thing is, the universe is not a bearded guy that's going to choose what you get or what you don't get. The universe responds mechanically to what you vibrate and what you believe. So if I believe this, the universe is going to respond. All right, it's going to give it to you. No question. that Ace of Pentacle is going to bring you to the Six of Pentacle, like I was saying. It's in reverse because it's not there yet. I think that the energy is going to, work for you, bringing you there. What we want is for you to be receptive. This is the sacral chakra. This is being receptive without having to prove, do anything. It's just like that. It's ready to receive. It's all processed. It's all clean waters. He's got no limit to how much he can receive. So these guys cannot receive anything. They're outside. They're abandoned. If they receive something, they're like, okay, what do you want in exchange? You're going to expect something. And if they receive water, well, it has time to turn into snow because it is outside of them. So here, the energy flow, fire, a lot of fire to make you realize that maybe. Let's look at the devil. The devil is an emperor in reverse and a 10 of cups in reverse. So the karmic part here can be abandonment from others, from, father. It can be mother also, because this is the way we act out there. Strong characters that did not support you, that weren't there for you, and that left you in it's hard for me to invest in me, to believe in me, to know my worth, to make the efforts, the decisions, the mastery of my empire, to bring it towards harmony. I'm exhausted. I have a hard time. When I'm with people, I'm drained out. That's the 10 of cups in reverse. People drain me. People do not feed me. People drain me. And even, I cannot exchange on high levels of waters because I'm not receiving any. I'm working on my own dynamo here. Okay? So, here, that 5 of Wands. So as long as I'm believing in this, he's going to keep me in that box. But I'm going to understand it. I'm going to get it. And you're going to get it, and then you're going to get it again. Because after you get it, there's another Ace of Wands with that Page of Pentacle where you're actually grabbing the pentacle, changing that 5 into the 6. So it's almost like you're going to understand this. Yes, I understand the box. I understand the Saturn lesson here. I understand the limitation that I am putting on myself. Then I'm going to need another understanding to see that when I grasp that extra worth and value, it's going to bring me into the 6 of Pentacle, where there's no limit to how much I receive. When I give, I'm not even expecting extra value or worth for me. It's in a sense of, when you're like this and you're cooking a cake, the expectations you have on yourself in order to allow yourself to get a bit of recognition for your cake, that cake has to cure cancer. It's crazy expectations because it's never enough. And we attract people for whom it's never enough also. So here, understanding that it all starts within myself first, I grab that pentacle, making my worth in, putting me back into alignment of I'm receiving unconditionally. I don't have to, accomplish whatever in order to deserve. It's not on the deserving thing. It becomes with no conditions. And that's going to make sense to you in different ways. But here it's kind of in a 2-step I'm getting one part and then I'm getting the other part. So in a way, it's like giving you the right to take that Ace of Wands that's in the beginning, that's being offered, that's offered by the universe or someone or whatever, but that is right there, and that your own inner lies are preventing you from just taking it, living it, grounding it, making it grow, because you have the right to do it. But as long as because an asshole told you didn't deserve it or you didn't have the right to do it, you have a hard time doing it for yourself. On this, my beautiful Aquarius, I would say it's a lot of readjustment. Going from 5 to 6s, because the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands, that inner worth and that inner conflict because of the inner worth, once it's going to be balanced in the 6s, then there's nothing that can stop you. So bringing bringing the 5s into 6s, or it's beautiful. Going into balance, because maybe 5 to 6 is going to be very abstract. But coming into balance, all right? So on this, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and all of that. Don't forget Samhain at the end of the month. Halloween, a beautiful time where the veil is thin between our world, our past loved ones, different dimensions. So if you have a leprechaun in the garden, it's the time to see it. Or having, this is what I do, I have a supper with in mind my departed loved ones, and it's a beautiful time to share your emotions, your insight, listen, and so on, and or party with your friends. So don't forget the contest also. And also thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. New moon, full moon, this time in Aries on the 17th. I ask the divine to give you back in the shape that is the most beneficial for you. And also, if you want a private reading, the description in the plus section is right there. And if you book a reading and you win a reading with the contest, of course, I'm gonna reimburse you, no problem. So on this, namaste. Have a beautiful month of October, Aquarius, and see you next month.